Hey class, this is Professor Farunas. Just wanted to take care of some housekeeping before we started our week together. The first thing has to do with checking your grades. I've gotten a couple of emails asking, whether I've received something or how you're doing in the class. I keep all the grades in real time on Moodle so that you can check anytime you want how you're doing in the class and if I've graded something. The way to do this is as follows. I'm logged into my Moodle site and I've got it viewing student view, as you can see up there. So this should be what you see as well. What you do is go to the class you have with me and then mouse over to where it says administration. Once you mouse over that, you should see grades in there. And when you click on that, you'll see an overview report. Now, I don't have any grades plugged in for myself here, so that's why you see 0 points. You also may notice that I have more assignments plugged in. Oh, here we go. This is really what you want to see, the user report, I suppose. I have more assignments plugged in than we've actually done so far. So your grade may look really low if you have, let's say, 25 out of 58 points. But just keep in mind that a lot of these assignments aren't due yet. So of course you have a 0 on them. What you'll want to do is a calculation on your own to see how many points you have out of how many we've collected so far, and then you can determine your grade. In any case, it's up there always for you to access as you want. So if you ever want to know how you're doing in my class, you can check whenever you like. The second thing I wanted to draw your attention to is about contribution marks. As you know, a seminar is a student-driven class, and one of the objectives for all FYS classes is oral discussion, particularly in the form of group discussion. So we have contribution marks in my class. This is 30 points over the course of the semester, so it's a significant share of your total points. And it's assessed 3 times throughout the semester. The first assessment is coming up here, so I thought I would just point this up a little bit. Basically, I look at what you're contributing to group discussion, and then I also look at any other contributions that I can notice that you're making to the class, and I also take into account any tardies or absences. You may notice that I'm using the word contribution instead of participation. I think there's difference between those two things. Participation often seems to mean, well, I showed up. I was a good listener. But contribution is a little more active and a little more substantive. Think of it this way. If you come to somebody's house for dinner and you eat all their food, you participated in that meal. But to contribute to that meal, you would need to bring something of your own to the table. So that's another reason I use contribution instead of participation. We're not looking to hitchhike in this class. You're looking to contribute something meaningful. You'll notice here that it's 10 points assessed 3 times. I am looking for frequent and meaningful contributions. Sometimes early in the year, students think that, well, this really means I need to say one thing per day or one thing most days. And that really doesn't cut it. If you say one, relevant, meaningful thing per day, you'll probably be in the range of 7 out of 10 points. If you make more or more meaningful contributions, then you can be higher. Or if you're saying, one thing most days, then you'll be at 6 or below. Let me be clear that I'm not looking for saying things for the sake of saying things. That's really not a meaningful contribution. I'm also not marking down, how many times that you speak. If you say, 9 kind of semi-irrelevant things per class, that doesn't help anybody. I'm really judging the quality of the contributions, though they need to be regular too. The other thing that I wanted to say about this is that I recognize that there are ways to contribute to this class that don't come in the form of whole group discussion. A lot of these ways are not so easy for me to see, so I've built in a different mechanism here. After I assess your contribution, and let's say that your grade is lower than you think it should be, you have the opportunity to submit a short, persuasive essay to let me know how you've contributed to the class in ways that I can't see. Maybe this has to do with small group conversation or party style conversation. Maybe it has to do with the life of the class outside the class. Maybe you're contributing a lot in the Facebook page, or maybe you're helping people with their essays. But in any case, you have the opportunity to write that short essay and present new evidence. What this is not is grade grubbing. What I don't want to see is you saying it's not fair, I don't deserve this grade, I should have a higher grade. What I want to see is a case that's built on actual evidence. You'll show me in this essay what you've done that I haven't seen. Okay. I hope all this makes sense. If it doesn't, I trust that you'll be your own best advocate and ask me a question or two. Okay, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you this week.